Warning, the following audio transmission is based on theory and is intended for entertainment purposes only. It's Doomsday and its affiliates will not be held liable for anything your dumbass does. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, everybody, to It's Doomsday Podcast live from Prepper Camp. Today is September 25th, 2022. Time is 3:17 p.m. Welcome in, everybody that's popping in. Welcome in, Carson and Shelby and Peddler's Loft. Welcome in, everybody. So, guys, you guys know Rapture Prep. I'm sitting here with Rapture Prep. Rapture Prep, what's up? How are you?
Man, it's been so fun. I'm doing great.
You sound so enthusiastic. Can you say that one more time?
I'm having a blast, everybody.
So what I wanted to do in this episode is kind of get into your experience at Prepper Camp and the classes you got to take, stuff like that. He's over here taking selfies, totally distracted. I wish I had video to go along with this so you guys could see this.
So all the classes have been great. I'm sure they were. I haven't really gone to many. Because I'm here with my son and I'm trying to help him to prep. And so kind of watching my grandson and going around talking to everybody. And what I figured out, though, is some of these classes, it's better to go talk to the instructor like an hour after the class and just like get an interview with them, because they're like, oh, yeah, I didn't go over this in the class. And there was a class on trapping, and he wanted to just give me everything. He said, oh, yeah, look in this magazine. Look here. This is what I do, blah, blah, blah. And his class was all like slideshows, and there was no product. So I was like, dude, this is great. You know, this is the best thing ever,
So welcome in everybody that else is coming, and welcome in Jake and Texas Prepper Mom, the Savory, Savo. No, never mind. I'm going to keep butchering it. Angela, PNW Life. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. For those of you guys that don't know, we are currently live at Prepper Camp. So everybody here can hear us. You guys can hear us. We actually have good internet today, so this is like really surprising. So guys, enjoy the show. Stick around. We're going to be talking a lot about the Prepper Camp stuff. We're going to get into this. So everybody's been asking me what classes I've taken, and I haven't been able to take any. So what all have you done so far? I know you did a few, but so far, what have you done? Because today is the last day. You're not doing any more.
So far, I have done canning and Survivor. Jane taught that, so it was really cool. She was giving a lot of FDA, not Rebel canning stuff. So it was fun to get that introductory class going. Let's see, I did the everyday carry class, and basically it was just like having a body bag on your bug out bag on your person. So you should take out the small pouch, and a few inches wide, and should have like 50 items in there. It's like, what? How'd you fit all that stuff in there? So that was really cool. I enjoyed that. My son, and he got really into that, and so I was like, well, if you like that class, you got to go to the bug out bag class. And so he went and did that, and it was awesome. And then today, of course,
hold on, let me stop there. Speaking of bug out bags, Reverend Paul, so guys, we still have raffle tickets available. Stop by the It's Doomsday Podcast booth, get yourself a raffle ticket. Today we're giving away a 64-piece bug out bag along with an emergency food kit. Combined value $170. So come by, pick up a ticket, because we're going to be raffling that off at 5 p.m. I'm sorry, Reverend Paul, continue.
Yeah, so I bought a lot of raffle tickets because today is bug out bag. And so I'm sitting here helping him out in the booth. He's like, sell some more raffle tickets. I'm like, no thanks, because I want that bug out bag for me. It's a really nice bug out bag. Where'd that come from? ReadyWise?
Yeah, so these, guys, we're an affiliate of ReadyWise. So, they're all on ReadyWise's website. Our discount code does not work for these products. So if you go in there and you use Doom 10's only good for the food, not the bug out bags. But they are available there. if you've been prepping for a long time, you'd probably build something a lot different. But if you're a beginner and you're new and you're just like, hey, I just want something that's ready to go to run out of the house, maybe these would be for you. Anyway, but enough about plugging the products, dude. I want to hear more about the classes.
So, well, we went to, let's see, man, everything's been a blur. The first day we did some a class on mushrooms. So there's just all sorts of stuff that I never even thought about, you know. So I'm able to survive out in the wilderness now. Um, let's see here, but okay, today was really cool. It was a tanning class, and so you know,
Like self tanning,
right? And so
or spray on.
Yeah, tanning hides, and so I was able to, and I kind of went live from there for a few minutes. The audio was terrible, but being able to see that in first person, because I'm from the city, nobody be doing that out there. Ain't no even reason for it. So that was pretty cool. And Jester said he's a pro at that. So
Actually, that's not what I said. I said it's something I need to learn. I need to learn how to tan hides. It's been on my list of things to do. I process my own deer and stuff, so why not? I should be learning that. I'll get there, though. I'll get there. So what classes all did I know your son took a bunch of classes. What all did he take?
So let's see, what else did he take? They split up for me a few different times. Yeah, I don't know. I think the ones he was most excited about was the everyday carry and bug out bags. Like they're like, you know, I kind of gave him a rundown. I was like, look, man, you got the 24-hour, you know, 48-hour, 72-hour bug out bags and different things. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wait. That's too much information for you right now. You're green. And so he said it was just a generic bug out bag. She didn't even talk about none of that stuff. And I was like, okay. I was like, well, we have a lot to talk about then.
Now, I'm kind of curious though, like with the bug out bag class, was there anything that you saw go into these bags or that they saw go in there that was just completely out of the realm, something you wouldn't think about?
So I don't know. I think she had this little tarp in there. For me, I wouldn't really think about taking that with me, but depending on where I got to go, you'd need it. So
well, shelter, rain, you know.
Yeah.
I keep one in the truck just in case.
Yeah.
You know, in those little like emergency tents, I keep those in there too. You never know, man. It's always better to have it not needed than need it and not have it.
Yeah.
Once again, for everybody that's just coming in the room, guys, we are live from Prepper Camp. And for those of you listening in person, we're still selling raffle tickets. Get over here, buy some raffle tickets. And this is the last day of Prepper Camp, guys. Again, the community out here is absolutely awesome. And it was so cool to meet people that already listened to the show. And it was really cool to get feedback on the show. That was super awesome.
So I got the printout here because I've been just drawing a blank because I'm so sunburnt.
Oh, you have all the classes there?
Yeah, I have the
Why
class
don't you
schedule.
tell everybody what's offered in that in case they decide to come out next year?
Yeah, so in the morning class, there's retreat firefighting. Now, one I went to was beekeeping, and that is so advanced. Like that, if you're ready to really start beekeeping, come here for that class. Immediately, I was just swarmed by too much information for y'all that think that's punny. But yeah, beekeeping, like, so hats off to Georgia Beekeeper. There's no way I could even do any of that stuff. So they had another one that we went to, Dutch oven cooking. Like,
how was that?
I saw that first person at your campsite. So
well, yeah, you know. So we've been cooking chili every night in the Dutch oven, man. We've ate. How much chili have you eaten?
As much as I could. The chili is actually good, folks.
See, and everybody survived it. Everybody's still alive.
Yeah, I had a couple of stomach aches, but after that it was fine. After my immunity kicked in from whatever poison was in there.
No, I'm happy we got to do that. So no, we've been just going crazy eating chili and cornbread the whole weekend, and it's been really good. Everybody's happy with it. I got so much, I've been like giving it away to people.
Yeah, and I got to meet the family.
Oh yeah, you got to meet my wife and my other son. Well, we got Dingus with us.
Yeah, and so I got to meet her. It was really pleasurable experience. I first met her.
Oh, you need to tell everybody what you did when you met my wife. Oh, there's Minnie Haven. So guys, I got to meet Minnie Haven out here as well.
Oh yeah, she's really cool.
Holy crap! I didn't know she was like so. She's not very interactive online, I feel like. So to see how she is in person, like super cool.
Yeah,
person.
We're like, hey, can you quit talking so we can talk? No, she's awesome.
Hey preppers, do you want 10% off survival food? Go to www.readywise.com and use code DOOM10 at checkout for 10% off all your survival food needs. Again, that's code DOOM10 at checkout at readywise.com, DOOM10 for 10% off at readywise.com.
Yeah, so when I first saw Mrs. Dooms, I saw her walk by me. It was just surreal. I was like, wait, she didn't recognize me, so I'm fixing to like troll her for a second. So she was at a booth, and then as soon as she turned around, I was like, excuse me, ma'am. I was like, do you know the Lord Jesus as your personal Lord and Savior? And just right away, she had this this dead look on her face, like, who is this guy? Is this really happening right now?
Well, see, I didn't know what happened because I was down on the other side of the aisle, and I look over, and she's smacking him, and I'm like, what just happened? Man,
Yeah,
and then I heard it,
bad.
man. I was laughing my ass off. It was great. I thought it was hilarious. You should literally do that like at least once a day to somebody.
That is the worst way to try to talk to someone about anything religious. Just confront them with that phrase.
Just confront them with that.
Yeah, it's like, do you know the Lord Jesus is your personal Lord and Savior? No. Immediately, I would run away. Like,
right.
Stop. That's too much.
So for those of you guys just joining in, once again, we're live from Prepper Camp. If you're listening here, we still got raffle tickets available. Come down, get a ticket. Reverend Paul wants all these tickets to be sold. And
no, I
Reverend
don't.
Paul, what we're going to do is I want to get into your book because some people may not have heard about it, and some people here definitely haven't heard about it yet. So I'd like to get into the book.
Okay, well, you finally got a copy. Did you? Were you able to look at any of the chapters? Okay, he just said no because he doesn't really read. So that makes sense. So yeah,
I'll read it. I could read the cover, "Breaking the Devil's Contract" by Reverend Paul T. Cross. I'm looking at it right now.
Available on Amazon.
And
a lot of other places too. You can get it at Barnes and Noble. So it's all over the place. I did the audiobook on it, the ebook, and it's in Spanish, and I'm fixing to put it in German.
German?
Yeah, that's the way I feel.
Is it selling in German?
Like
in Germany?
On my Breaking the Devil's Contract podcast that I've had for, I don't know, a year or so, 25% of my listeners are in Germany. I was surprised because I felt God tell me to do it like a year before that. And so whenever I saw there was people listening in German, I was like, okay, well, this is just confirmation for me. So, yeah, I just need to get it translated into German. And so, but yeah, with the book, I don't know. What do you want to know about the book? You tell me.
I want to know whatever you're comfortable saying because we're live here and there are some children running around, so I don't want to get too graphic about the book. But Reverend Paul's getting a little bit more deeper with me. And I'm getting stories I haven't got before, being able to hang out and be here in person with him. So I'm understanding now, like the conversation we had last night, I'm understanding more now your motivation for doing the book.
Right.
As before, I kind of got it. I heard some about it, but like last night, I think we went really in depth with a lot of it. And I mean, I'm excited to read it. I don't know when I'm going to get the chance to, but it is on my list of things to do very soon.
Putting it right next to the toilet helps. And on purpose, not taking your phone with you.
On purpose, not taking your phone?
Yeah. So
in case you run out of toilet paper, you have Reverend Paul's book.
Right. Just whenever you're done with the chapter. But read it first. So no, I wrote that book for people that are having a struggle with personal sin in their life and that can't really get free from it. They just don't know why. They're doing certain things and they want to get out of it. It all goes back to a thought, and a thought is something that evolves into an action, and that action becomes a habit. And before long, you've heard the chain of events when people say, oh, your habits build your character and this and that, and it goes forward from there. It turns into a legacy or what you're known for, and so that one thought, either it's like I was talking last night, you're channeling three voices all day long, either your own flesh, your own sinfulness, God or the devil. And whatever voice you listen to, if you do listen and pay attention, you can try to discern which one that is. And before long, if you're listening to the devil on certain things, then you can be in a sinful situation that leads you to jail. And so I wrote this book for people that are in jail. I go and I pass them out in jails, and Been doing that for almost 3 years now coming up. So people in jail need to uh, people in jail need a chance to figure out why they're doing what they're doing. And I believe God is the answer to changing your life, because He changed my life. And so it's a big deal with breaking the devil's contract, because we can't just be better people. We've got to have God change us from the inside out. That's been my experience. Every time I try to be better, I get frustrated and I fail.
I was gonna say something a little bit inappropriate, but I'm not going to. But no, I mean, Reverend Paul, I didn't know you back in the day, but I know you now, and I think you're an awesome guy, super down to earth, super friendly, super easy to talk to. I mean, I didn't know you then, but I know you now, and I like the Reverend Paul now for sure.
Yeah, back in the day, man, I was really, seeking God, and um met him from an overdose, and I could have found him just at church. And so I encourage everybody to get the book, because I'm not for religion. I'm anti-religion. I'm just for having a relationship with God. And once you find God, you find love, and He's not judgmental. He's not going to cancel you. And so that's why it's so important for me to give it to prisoners, because they're without hope. They're facing prison, they're facing whatever. And if they can get that chance to get out and change their life, like, that'll help them. So it's really cool.
Absolutely. Now, one thing I love about talking to you is you're also a prepper, and you put a lot of, I guess you could say, religious side to prepping. Like you're the Rapture Prep. You know how we've talked before. So that's something I would like to tap on, just touch on, because all the people here that are listening and the people that are listening online maybe haven't heard this story before.
Right.
But if you could go into a little bit how you're prepping due to the biblical side of this, and how prepping goes along with the Bible, because that's what we talked about before. But it might be new to some people.
Yeah, and so prepping is very important. That's why I have Rapture Prep, because we're preparing spiritually and in the natural for um, the end game scenario, and for bad scenarios to happen. So first, get saved, right? Read Breaking the Devil's Contract. Within the first chapter, I confront you with the opportunity to meet Jesus. And so, now I don't advertise it like, hey, go buy my books. I'm not trying to make money. I think I make $1 from each book, and I don't really sell online that much. So, and if you contact me, more than likely, I'll just mail you a book. It's not that big of a deal. So you can find me on TikTok and ask me about it. But the other side to prepping is important, because in the Bible, Noah was a prepper, Jesus was a prepper. Prophecy is there to prepare you, not to scare you. So you should be looking at the prophecies in the Bible and prepping accordingly. And so we have there's other people out here too that are Christians that are teaching the same thing. There's a class here called Prepping for the Soul. Because we got to get ready on a daily basis for the battles we fight. And we've talked about that before, being mentally ready for prepping. But yeah, in the Bible, prepping is it's a way of life. We should be ready for the Antichrist that's coming, the government that is not for us. The government's not our friend. And if you've figured that out already, then you should be prepping, and not, that's where you should at least start with food, prepping with food.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, something I did notice out here. Now, the one thing I was talking with local prepper about, I don't know if you were here for that conversation, but it's the idea nothing is really conspiracy oriented here. Like, there's not a bunch of tinfoil hat wearing people, even though they did have a tinfoil hat contest.
Right. They did, yeah.
But everybody, in that respect, you don't see a lot of conspiracy theorists here. Everybody's pretty down to earth. They know why they're here. They know why they're prepping. The one common theme, though, that I keep hearing from everybody is the damn government. The damn government. I keep hearing that over and over again. And I mean, everybody that thinks it's going to go to hell in a handbasket, there's some level of government in there somewhere they feel like this is going to cause it.
Yeah, and that, according to the Bible, the government is where the Antichrist is going to come in and step in as a world leader. And so, yeah, he's going to be the one that's going to be cutting off our access to buy and sell. And with the digital currency and all these other things lining up, it's pretty easy to see, what the Vatican did, pulling all their funding back. I believe they're going to be doing something with a digital currency or something like that, or who knows? They could be trying to corner the market on um, some sort of food source or something. I don't know, but looking at politics, well, that's how religion or the end times going to be unfolding. So, seeing these things, one world government. Wow, even hearing Bill Gates talk about he wants a third of the people being wiped out. That's in the Bible. They talk about, it's where the angels get released from the river Euphrates to kill a third of mankind. So these whispers, these are being whispered right now among the elites and the people that have the power to pull it off. And so, but that's all coming from the Bible. This isn't just made up stuff. So I'll just encourage you to find the reason why you're prepping. And if it's short term, just take a glimpse long term, and look at that scenario, especially in the Bible, how that plays out. We gotta be prepped all the way to that event of the rapture.
Absolutely. And guys, if you're just joining in, welcome in everybody. We are live at Prepper Camp right now. What's up, sir? Would you like some raffle tickets? Today we're giving away a 64-piece bug out bag along with an emergency survival kit again.
Actually, I won early round.
Yeah, I saw you one earlier. Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Okay. Great. Thank you.
Yeah, we have some people gathering for the raffle that I've put a lot of money into today. So I'm hoping myself to win the bug out bag there. So,
well, hopefully somebody wins who needs it.
Exactly. we want God's will to be done, which I believe that's true.
That's right. Well, that's a good advice. We're all winners no matter what, guys. So to continue into this episode a little bit, lost my train of thought there for a second. I'm trying to get it back, guys.
Yeah, we have some people wondering up listening to the show.
Yeah, so that's been something that's so cool.
Yeah.
We're in here live streaming, and it's not happening right now, but it's been happening while we're in here live streaming. You get people that walk through, they just stop and they just watch and they listen. And it's like, wow, there's an in-person audience now.
Right.
I'm not used to that.
Yeah, like how do we address them and address everybody online? It's like, hey, So.
Right. So, and I mean, guys, this is the first type of event I've ever done like this. And it's not going to be the last because some invites came out and people were really impressed with what we're doing. And I'm just like, wow, like, I was expecting feedback, but maybe not good feedback. But we've been getting good feedback, so I'm definitely going to do the show again.
Oh yeah, we're running across
live.
People that have heard the show already.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. I mean, legit preppers, and so it's really cool.
See, and what's really cool is like being in this like-minded community of like, if I say something to somebody about prepping, they're like, oh yeah, dude, exactly. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It's so nice to be able to, I guess, just be around these like-minded people with the same ideas, and they're not looking at you like you're nuts.
Yeah, I'm not getting religion thrown down my throat or conspiracies like you were saying. It's just like one big family out here, and everyone's just trying to help everybody to, get prepped because everybody knows that there's something coming, and just on the 24th, a local prepper did a TikTok with me, and he was like, oh, it was supposed to happen. I was like, man, all that happened with me is I got a sunburn. And then he's like, oh, I've got to have that on TikTok. And then he posted it because like, all these conspiracies that come around, it's like, it's a joke, and nobody falls for that here. So.
Right. No, and I didn't get to go take any classes. I've been pretty much in the booth the whole entire time. I didn't get to go do any of the classes. I will say this. Next time I do this, I am bringing someone that's dedicated to being in this booth and dedicating to be behind the mic for a while so I can go do a few things. Something that was really positive that came out of this experience is my wife saying that this is cool, right?
Yeah.
Because she's on my ass all the time about prepping and buying this and stocking that, and there's too much of this and blah, blah, blah. We're not buying more ammo. We're not buying more food. You've got all this shit already. And I'm like,
yeah,
no, but we need more. We need more.
Well,
right?
You can never have enough bullets. That's my theory. You want to keep the peace.
Right.
So.
No, but so when she she really enjoyed meeting you and Minnie Haven and everybody else, I guess, that she ran into. She really enjoyed meeting you.
She really enjoyed it. This sounds sarcastic.
No, but she was she didn't understand, I guess, how big this event was. So as she's like walking through prepper camp, she's like checking stuff out, trying to buy some things. She's like picking stuff up, and I'm like, she's having a good time here.
Yeah, it's like,
I
dude,
wasn't expecting that at all.
yeah, it's really cool because there's so many classes. If you don't like one, you just get up and go right next to the tent, right next door. So it's like a college for prepping. I really have loved it. It's been great.
And that's the thing about this event. There is just so many different classes offered. It's like but the thing is, it's only 3 days, so it's not like you could take all of them.
No, there's no
Right?
way. Like you can only take, I think, 25-30% of the classes. So to get all the classes, you have to at least come 3 years in a row. So, and there's all kinds of defensive classes I didn't get to take that I really wanted to, but I figured, well, I'll go look it up online or something.
I'm like, so this is my first year here, so I don't know how previous years have been or what the future will bring, but I'm assuming as things change with the time, the classes probably will too. Like as people might take an interest in a different area of prepping, like that might change.
Yeah. And another one I took that I just remembered because it's just a big blur was fire starting, and I didn't think I was really going to learn anything, but he had a lot of hacks, a lot of new things to do, and I went right back home and applied it at the tent. So, that's pretty cool to be able to put that right into use. But he didn't show what I've been doing, which is like using the cotton balls and like put in Vaseline and just throw it on the fire. Like I just found that out from TikTok not too long ago, so that was pretty cool. But that same guy teaches the trapping class, and that's something I've been really interested in because I want to bug out eventually. That's what I think is going to have to happen. I'm gonna have to bug out somewhere and have a secret garden and have be able to trap because like what he was talking about, you have all these traps, water traps, land traps, and you could be out hunting with a rifle and then not catch anything all day, but come back and then you have stuff trapped. So, the Kool-Aid tastes good, folks. Just saying.
So for everybody else that's just joining in, once again, guys, we are live at Prepper Camp in Saluda, North Carolina. Today is the last day of the event. If you're here live, we're selling raffle tickets. Come on over. You could win a bug out bag and some emergency food.
Yep, and so hopefully that raffle goes great. I'm really rooting for the winner. Very cool stuff today, ready-wise. But there's a canning class that I found, and it's a DVD. And I just found out Carson had a online course I didn't know about, so I'm gonna have to go check that out because now I'm wanting to do canning for sure. That's pretty cool. I haven't done it before.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, I couldn't have done it without Carson's help. Like it was something that I was really concerned with, and she walked me through it. Now I'm not scared of it anymore.
Yeah, I'm like really into FDA stuff, so I really want to like do it the right way, and then later on do a canning, rebel canning. So because I know our friendly neighborhood rebel canner Carson would help me with that. But he's sitting here like now he's a beast with the raffle tickets. He wouldn't sell them before, but since I put some money in on it, he doesn't want me to win. That's great.
Oh no, I'm just trying to make up the cost of Prepper Camp, dude.
No, it's a really nice bug out bag. So yeah, everybody, for those who didn't get to come, wow, I'm sorry, but there is a class list.
Would you like to buy 100 tickets?
No way. I'm about to just leave early if that's going to keep happening. No, so something I still want to check out because I think there's time for one more class. I want to do making. It's like they have soap making and aquaponics. So I don't know anything about either one of those classes. So I think that'll be pretty good. I don't know if I'm going to need soap in an end time scenario. Maybe somebody in the comments can talk about that, but maybe for bartering. That's probably a good point right there to barter. So I just jumped in the chats. Looks like we have 23 people in. But yeah, it's really cool to be here with Jester. He's really awesome. Same person he is online, just like Safe Prep was talking about. So you want me to do aquaponics? Making soap is easy? Okay, I will then. You've sold me on it. I believe you.
All right, guys,
Um,
I'm back. I was selling some raffle tickets to lower Reverend Paul's chance of winning.
So Carson said, "Yeah, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be so mad if I don't win that." So yeah, aquaponics. Carson said I should take that class. So I guess that's what I'm gonna go do.
What time is that class?
5:15.
Oh,
So
you better be here for this drawing.
I have one more shot. Actually, I can take another class at 4:00. So all right, let's look in the comments. Y'all can help me out. So the classes for 4:00 are Healing Garden, Reload Ammo. I guess they're gonna be showing you how to reload bullets. I don't know. And then what happens after? I guess that's Doomsday. Like after, I don't
like
maybe,
after the shit hits the fan.
I don't know. There's female shooter. I think I'll pass on that one. Colloidal silver. That's people have been telling me for 20 years to do that, and I just haven't listened. Canning basics. I guess I'll skip that. Protection dogs, and then medicine easy until it isn't. So what's the vote, everybody, for what I should do for the 4:00 class?
I like Carson's answer.
Wow.
Female shooting.
Okay, yeah, that it's a little insulting. I could probably teach that class. Yeah, see, with meds, I already know I've got to lose a lot of weight because I'm on blood pressure medication, and as soon as China gets mad at us because they make 90% of our meds, like I'm done. So I've got to lose weight because I'll just be dead.
You know, I'm really surprised. Something I was kind of expecting to see here that I'm surprised we didn't see it was I didn't see more. I'm not seeing anything physical. Like I figured people would be waking up, they'd be going for like daily runs or daily walks, or they'd be, there'd be like a more physical side to this, like a push-up challenge or something,
Not really anything hands-on.
No, not really.
They had a class for edibles or like something like that, some edible walk or something like that for nature. And they walked, I don't know, maybe a football field or less, and that was it. But other than that, no, not much. They did have they took people out for one of the tactical classes, and it was like a 5-minute demo. It wasn't anything that serious.
And if you guys are new here and you're just coming in, I just want to remind everybody we are live from Prepper Camp in Saluda, North Carolina, guys. So the reason we're not taking call-ins or because we usually do is because the internet just isn't super great here. But I do want to let you guys know that we are live in person today. So this is like really, really cool.
So Minnie said that she went for a roll down the hill. Does that count? Did she fall down the hill or something? That hill is dangerous.
Maybe Dingus pushed her.
Oh, no.
No, they all went for a roll down the hill. I guess it was like a thing they did with the kids, and they had a really good time doing it.
Yeah, no, that's really steep. Trying to get to the porta potty, you're gonna die.
No, but the other thing that we were talking about last night is how clean it is here. Like even the porta johns remain clean. You know, it's not that situation where you're at this event where it's like dirty and grimy and there's all these nasty things going on. Like everybody has been working to keep everything like pretty clean, pretty put together. There's not garbage everywhere. Like it's the people that are attending this event are very put together, respectful people in a sense, and they're just like happy to be here.
Yeah, it's the Bears for me though.
Hey preppers, do you want 10% off survival food? Go to www.readywise.com and use code DOOM10 at checkout for 10% off all your survival food needs. Again, that's code DOOM10 at checkout at readywise.com, DOOM10 for 10% off at readywise.com. Oh snap, I forgot to mention that. So the other night, guys, I'm sitting there, I'm awake, I'm on the phone, and I don't remember what time it was pretty late. A freaking bear came rolling through the campground, right? And I heard this like crash of the woods, like I'm like, what the heck is that? And then it was big, and it was a bear that came out, and I guess it was rubbing. I talked to one of the neighboring campers. The bear was like pushing up against someone's tent over there. I don't know if you heard this part. So when that happened, the lady didn't know what to do, so she set her car alarm off to scare it away. absolutely genius. I
Yeah.
never even would have thought of that. I mean, that was so smart on her part.
I would have just unloaded a couple of clips into the side of the tent, but that's just me.
You are a liability.
Oh yeah, I need that insurance for in case I shoot a bear. I don't need that, do I? If I shoot a bear, you're not gonna
No,
sue me.
no, as long as it's in self-defense.
Right.
Right, and you got to
Just-
make sure you kill the bear because you don't want them filing a lawsuit
Yeah,
later.
just not in Canada. So, because you can't defend yourself in Canada, we found out yesterday.
Yeah, we did a really good podcast yesterday with Toolman Tim, and he's down here from Canada, and he was getting into some of the gun laws with us up there, and it blew my mind the amount of restrictions that they have. Like, I knew they had a lot, but the way he talks about this, it's absolutely ridiculous. Like, you cannot use there's no self-defense at all, right? If you own a pistol, it is only to be in a safe or take it to the range and transport it in a lockbox. That's its only purpose. If you use it for home defense, you're done. And it blows my mind that society actually operates that way, where you need to be scared. You need to be in fear, like, because you can't defend yourself. It's absolutely ridiculous.
No, that's so scary. Like water and bullets and a gun is like my two big preps right now. That would be scary, not having a gun, just being powerless. I don't know. That's crazy.
So to continue into this, now your son wasn't into the prepping aspect, I guess, when he first got here, right? So this is all new to him. So what's his big takeaway now? I mean, is he sold on everything? Like, what are his thoughts?
Yeah, he really enjoyed it, and I knew he was gonna enjoy the bug out class, the bug out bag, because for me that was like my number one thing, because we're in the city, so it's kind of consumerism and prepping at the same time. So like, oh, we get to go shopping, and then we get to survive. So win-win, But I think that he took the mushroom and the aquaponics class. And now, dude, they went on a mushroom walk, and him and his wife, and just had all these mushrooms all over the picnic table. So, oh yeah, these are these, and yeah, here, have these. And I was just like, no, I don't trust you.
Were they eating them, or did they
Yeah,
eat?
yeah,
And well,
definitely.
I see them walking around. They're still upright. They're still
Yeah.
on the side of the ground.
Yeah, so they're really, and now they want to do aquaponics. So yeah, they're drinking the Kool-Aid just immediately.
That's on my list too, is to transition the greenhouse out to doing aquaponics. That's on my list of things to do.
I know nothing about
soon.
it, so I'm gonna have to go to that class now.
There's a guy on TikTok, Corey, that I always recommend to you guys to follow. He has a good bit of information on the aquaponics. It's pretty good. But if there's a class to take on it, man, maybe that's what you should do.
Yeah, they loved it, and we split up at that time because I went to another class, and so, yeah. And let's see here. Preach and Breach was asking how many classes they have involving firearms. How many people brought firearms? Well, I only know of 2 for sure that brought firearms. Let's see, me and Dooms, but
Yeah. We're definitely strapped.
yeah. But other than that, they had a couple of classes. I guess there's one on female shooting, and there's really not. I don't even know if there's situational awareness. I think that's probably the only other one.
Why don't you just, for the people that are out there that don't know, why don't you just read off the whole list of what they offer here?
Okay, so you got retreat firefighting, freeze drying, food storage feast, wild food recipes, ham radio, healing garden, making soap. That's at South Tent. Then you have beekeeping, gold and silver, a protection course, mushrooms, how not to die, reload ammo, and aquaponics. Then you got getting off grid, now what, secret gardening, and I guess greenhouse as well, secret livestock, which I didn't know that was a thing, do it yourself grid solar. That is just overwhelming. I sat in that, it was just too much. What happens after psychological warfare, which is very important, home defense, trauma tools, which I wanted to get to that class, but I couldn't. Let's see, prepare like a pro. That was super technical. This guy had a course on it. Primitive wilderness, female shooter, private trust. restoring cast iron, wild edible survival. That's where they went on a walk. Prep for your soul. So that was a Christian-based class based on what I was talking about earlier, prepping, prepping for Jesus, man. Tactical movement, another self-defense. Survival evasion. I really wanted to do that one, but colloidal silver, and then urban survival, which I think would be pretty cool. As a city boy, immunity, tanning hides. I went and did that one. That was pretty cool. Stress and herbs, utilizing fibers, beehive splits, which that is like college course on advanced, beekeeping. So, Georgia beekeeper would know a lot about that. Canning basics. They were doing winemaking. Combat shovel defense with a combat shovel. So it's like cool. Your body's a weapon. EDC items, just on your person. Protection dogs, bug out bags, engine service repair. Let's see here. Dutch oven cooking. Just Google that. Trapping game and predators. That was pretty cool. Blacksmithing. Situational awareness, prepper's guide to traveling, which is like reading maps, basically. I talked to someone who took that class. So, medicine easy until it isn't, and then fire starting. So, which I really like that class.
Yeah, there's definitely a ton of classes, like anything you could kind of want to get in on as far as, within the prepper community. I mean, they're not leaving too much out. More firearm stuff I think would be good though.
Yeah, there wasn't even one class, and just having like a training and. But I don't know. I think they're trying not to promote that here. They don't want open carry, so I don't know.
I'm not saying open carry, but more classes in the realm of firearms. Like, do you know how many preppers out there have all these guns, all this ammo, and they don't know how to clean their guns? They don't know how to do gun maintenance. They stock 10,000 rounds of ammo, but no gun oil.
Yeah.
I mean, so that's something that, or like alternative ways to clean your. Go ahead, bud. Go to the bathroom. Sorry, guys. My son's here with me in the booth, and it's not really. It's not really like I'm like, oh, I'm bringing all the family out, but he came with me. Dingus is he's my sidekick. He goes everywhere with me. So he comes and chimes in when he needs to let me know something, and normally he's just in the background hanging out, listening in. But yeah, just so the idea, if they had a class like this is how you clean a firearm. These are alternative methods you can clean with. You could use this versus gun oil. This won't damage this. You know what I'm saying? And proper important. Storage, proper like maybe like a safety course, or maybe the proper way to store ammunition, things like that. I think should be definitely maybe something that's offered. The
local prepper says always strapped.
That's right. Oh, so he's going back through the chats. Guys, once again, if you're just popping in, we are live at Prepper Camp in Saluda, North Carolina. We are giving away prizes. This is our first in-person live event I've ever done on the show. So it's very, very cool. Very, very good feedback. Reverend Paul, we've got about 4 minutes left. If you got anything you want to add or take us out of prayer for the people here and the people out there?
I would say enjoy where you're at in prepping and take inventory. And, not only of what you have, but, your spiritual inventory. And, just enjoy where you're at. Try to prep for the future. Learn from your mistakes, and just enjoy the company that you do have, the communities that you are in, because it's a journey, not a destination. We're all still learning, so it's been fun. I'm green, I'm new, so it's just fun for me. I'm absorbing. It's good.
And you traveled a long way to get here. You came all the way up from Texas.
19-hour drive.
Yeah, with a baby in the car.
Yeah, with a 1-year-old, my grandson, and he was not having it. He only slept like 2 or 3 hours.
Oh wow!
And the other time it was just straight screaming. But that's okay. We're gonna throw on some Elmo on the way back, and he'll be fine.
Yep. So, Sesame Street indoctrination.
Lesson learned. Yeah, gotta have the street to have cred.
So, guys, if you're new to the show, if you're new in here, make sure you give us a follow. That way you could catch all our shows when we do these impromptu lives. And we're live every night on Podbean. So make sure you give a follow, guys. It's really important that you do that so you get those notifications of when we go live. Sorry, guys, I didn't do a great job with keeping up with the chats. And, guys, everybody's thanking. Yes, thank you, Jester, Reverend Paul. Yeah, guys, don't forget to thank Reverend Paul for being here as well and joining me in on this little impromptu live we did. We may do one more live show from here today. I am not sure yet. I believe I have a guest coming on later, but I cannot remember what the time frame was. So make sure you hit that follow button, guys, and we'll see you guys on the next show. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate all of you.
This is an emergency action message. At approximately 1 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time, NORAD is tracking 15 ICBM nuclear missiles inbound to the following cities: Orlando, Miami, Pittsburgh, Dover, Newark, Richland, Philadelphia, New York City, Baltimore, Los Angeles, Las Vegas, Boston, Seattle, Detroit. This is an extremely deadly situation. Stay tuned. The next emergency message will be a presidential address.